Sangam means congregation, congregation of people. Even this is a Sangam. People come together for a purpose. This Sangam, which we are talking about, is in the Tamil culture a congregation of scholars, literary people headed by the kings. We have clues of 3 Sangams that have been there. They are named as the Mudal Sangam, Idai Changam, and the Kadai Changam. Apparently, the Mudal Changam was 5,300 years before, the Idai Changam 3,700 years before, and the Kadai Changam roughly 2,000 years before. The Sangam span goes as 300 BCE to 300 CE or 200 BCE to 200 CE. The dates vary according to the ideas of various scholars. The poems come under 2 broad categories which are called as Aham and Puram. Aham, that which is inside. Inside a person, inside a house, and mostly it is connected with the love life of the hero and the heroine, who are called as Thalaivan and Thalaivi. Puram is the genre where the poems connect the house or the people to the society, the connection to the society. Most of the Puram poems are about war, but there are also other poems which come under Podu, which are talking about ethics, life, people, behavior, and much more. Written by Okkur Masatyar. The voice is by a neighbor. The neighbor exclaims at the heroine, saying, "What type of a woman is she?" In the previous day's war, her father went, fought with horses, and he passed away. The next day, her husband went for the war. He fought with a lot of elephants, killed many, but at the end got killed too. Today, when she hears the drumbeat calling for people for the war, she unhesitantly brings her son, tells him he is the man of the house and has to go for war, face the war in the front, never turn back. And she daringly sends her son. And the voice of the neighbor says, "Is she a woman?"
வெளிவிரித்து குடி வெளிவிரித்து முடி மயிர் கொடுமே எண்ணெய் நீ மேல் கை கொடுத்து செருமுகம் நோக்கி செல்கின விடுமே கை கொடுத்து செருமுகம் நோக்கி செல்கின விடுமே செருமுகம் கெடுக சிந்தை கடிதை இவள் துணிவே துணிவே துணிவே
Many a time we see that the longing or viraha is given only to the Nayika. Sangam literature does not shy away from talking about the viraha of a man. The hero says, "My mind," it says, "Go forward. You will have to gather money so that you make your people, your wife, happy." But then the heart says, she is there all alone, and her eyes will be full of tears. So it was not as though men cannot cry. It was given, the feelings of sadness is mutual. And the man in Viraha is a beautiful picture this particular poetry paints. I have made the Arivu and the Manasu as two images, like how we have the Manasakshi talking. One is saying, "What is this? Go forward." And the other is saying, "Is money more important? Get back." So how he is tossed between or pulled between both the forces. So I have used the imagery of the mind itself coming forward and talking to him. But finally, he moves forward. That is how the Talaivan is. Moving to the next segment or the next category of poems, which are called as Puram. In Puram, we have Vetchi Karandai, Vanji Kanji, Uringai Nochi, Tumbai Vagai. 8 categories. And there are 2 others which are actually about the love life but not kept with the Aham poems. They are Kaikkilai and Padan. Kaikkilai is about one-sided love. So it is not taken as natural love and kept in the Aham category, it goes to the Puram category. The second one is called as Padan, where it is inappropriate love. Love between siblings, or a love where a 50-year-old man marries a 15-year-old girl. Such inappropriate love is kept in Puram and not in Aham. Aham is only Aintinai, and this inappropriate love goes to Puram. Vetchi and Karandai are the first stages of war. A war starts with a declaration where one king and his soldiers go and bring the cattle from the other king. That is Vetchi. Retaliating to that, they bring back their cattle, the next king. This is the first stage. The second stage of war is Vanji and Kanji, where they try to enter the line, enter the territory. The one who's going is Vanji, and the one who stops them at the territory is Kanji. The next step will be going towards the fort. Attacking the fort and saving the fort come in the next category, which are Uringai and Nochi. Sometimes the war is declared and it happens, and that is the time Tumbai and Vagai come into picture. It is very interesting to know that Vetchi, Karandai, Vanji, Kanji, Uringai, Nochi, Tumbai, Vagai are all names of flowers. They wear the flower as an indication of what they do, and there is no secret war. A war is properly announced, and they follow that protocol of a war. Other than the war, we have talking about the greatness of the hero and details of things like education, ethics, which come under Puram. The Sangam poems are quite often referred to as Kadal and Veeram. Kadal is in the Aham life and Veeram is in the Puram life. The characters which come in the poems, the Aham poems, are Talaivan, Talaivi, Tholi, Kandor, Mattror, Panan. Talaivan is the hero, Talaivi is the heroine, Tholi is the friend, Kandor are the people who watch them, Panan is the bard. Many a time he is the friend of the hero. And in literary works like Ainkurunoru, we also have Kutru of Parattai. The other woman also has statements to make. It's not only the hero and the heroine, but also the other woman, which is found in literary works like Ainkurunoru. In the Puram, the characters are kings, poets, man, woman, children, youngsters, old people, kids, and much more. I will present a poem from Puram, Puram 188, written by Pandiyan Arivudai Nambi. The poet asks, are you a person with huge wealth? Are you also generous that you bring people and you serve them the food and share your happiness? But is there a kid at home? If there is no child at home, whatever you have is not worthy. This song talks about the greatness of having a lineage, the child at home. படைப்பு பல படைத்து புறம் 188.
படைப்பு பல படைத்து பலரோடு உடை பெறும் செல்வ ஆயினும் இடைப்பட குரு குரு நடந்து சிறு கை நீட்டி எட்டும் தொட்டும் கவ்வியும் துழந்தும்
The next I will take Puram 221, which is written by a poet, Pottiyar. Pottiyar and King Koperinchoran were friends. But here was a friendship between the king and a poet. War comes and Koperinchoran leaves for the war. Pottiyar wants to accompany the king. The king tells him it is not appropriate to come along with him because Pottiyar's wife is pregnant. He says, I'll go to the war and come back. You go and stay with your wife. Come here with your child. We'll meet up. In a turn of events, Koperinchoran dies. And when Pottiyar comes to meet his dear friend, what he sees is only the Nadukal, the stone erected in his memory.
பாடுனர் கீத்து பல்புகழன்னே ஆடுனர் கீத்த பேரன்பினனே பாடுனர் கீத்த பல்புகழ் அன்னே ஆடுனர் கீத்த பேரன்பினனே அறவோர் புகழ்ந்த ஆய்கோலன்னே திறவோர் புகழ்ந்த திண்ணன்பினனே அறவோர் புகழ்ந்த ஆய்கோலன்னே திறவோர் புகழ்ந்த அன்பினே.
Pottiyar sat beside the Nadukal of Koperinchodan and just gave his life. That was the type of friendship that was there. And when I read these poems, the Aham poems are full of the beauty of love. And the Puram poems are laden with ethics, warfare, and life. And every time I revisit these songs, I'm filled with pride of this Tamil land, which is known for its Kadal and Veeram. Thank you.